Mm, yep. All right. Cool. Just making sure. Oh my goodness. You know what? I've rearranged some things here, and it's quite awkward. I'll say that. And I haven't even really tested the height of the microphone, and I'm just now realizing, hey, I'm just going to be down here the whole time. Hope that's cool. Anyway, welcome to this edition of At the Mic. I am your host, Keith Malinak. I have kind of rearranged some things here. It's a little bit different angle. Got a little bit more space in this incredibly tight corner of my house. So I don't know. It's actually kind of lonely today, y'all. Um, I tried about 7 or 8 or 9 different individuals, and apparently nobody wanted to hang out today. No, different things came through. I trust me. I realize it's a tough commit in the middle of a work day, and so a lot of people tried their best, but you're stuck with me. You might have a special guest who has never been on the program. Join us a little bit later on. Don't want to promise anything. It's just been one of those weeks for people. So, my goodness, where to begin? I've got some notes here that I can't read. So I think we're good. I think we're all caught up. No, I want to mention, if you watch this program through Twitter, first of all, thank you. I really do appreciate that. But I just want to make sure that you're aware that over at youtube.com/atthemic with Keith, that's where the archived shows are. There's a playlist. You can also check out the Saving Disney History, 12 episodes that we did with Ed McRae. You know what? I was about to pull this desk closer, and then I realized, no, I guarantee you everything will fall off if I do. So you know what? We're just gonna be happy, right? Just like this. So anyway, over there we got the playlist. Don't forget to please subscribe. Click the bell for notifications, because it's not always uniform. Where 2 p.m. Eastern on Fridays that we do the Friday live stream. Sometimes I might. I have no idea. I have no idea. I might just randomly be sitting on the back patio at some point and decide to go live. But that's one of the lacking things on Twitter, is that you really don't have an archive, access to like a playlist or something. But I think if you pin something, if you have pinned a tweet at some point, it shows up in your highlights. I really have no idea what I'm talking about. But check the highlights if you'd like to watch it on Twitter as opposed to YouTube. Your call. Let's see here. Again, I'm reading these notes here that I want to go over with you. Oh, you know what I want to do is I want to, while I'm babbling, okay, I want to play something for you, just kind of off to the side, because this is cool. I stumbled on this video, or maybe one of y'all sent this to me. I have no idea, honestly. I try to document, and I fail miserably at it. But this guy was on a cruise ship, and he was messing around with GoPro. Then he did what I would do. Oh, he dropped it into the ocean. Look at this thing. How cool is this? How awesome is this? Because it's obviously transmitting the video back to his phone or what have you. So I'm just going to let that play in the background while I go over some important housekeeping stuff here with the program. Let me make this so you can actually center it there. Yeah, you're not even going to listen to me. You just look at this. Watch this. Look at this. Oh, you thought it was a shark, didn't you? Yeah, I did too at first. So I don't even know if I want to go over all my notes here. I kind of just want to just let this play and watch it with you. Let's see here. Let me give you a heads up of what's coming up here over the next few weeks. I know, it's fine. You're distracted. I got it. Watch the video. I'll just wait over here. Let me know when it's over. So next week, what is next week? What's today? Hell, I don't even know. Oh, the 26th. Chris Cruz, Jeff Fisher, maybe even Pat Gray himself joining us here on. Oh, look, there we are. We hit the sand. That's a long way down. Look where the anchor. I mean, that is awesome. So I guess you can. I'm going to sound so old here, because I am. It's one of those, I guess, It's not just the GoPro that would like attach to your helmet or something. It's got like a drone maybe or something. I don't know. I have no idea. He doesn't even know what he's talking about. But bottom line is he's controlling it. See, that's kind of cool. Look at this, man. I dropped it into the ocean. All right, so Chris Cruz, Jeff Fisher, Pat Gray, a week from today at 2 p.m. Eastern on May 3rd. I call these Ladies of Liberty because these are three of the most based chicks that I know. Zay, who you're familiar with, Zaynep Yenisei, Donnie Anthony, she ran for Arlington mayor here in Texas. We got something out of Arlington to play later. And Jessica Fensky, Forest Mommy is you know her as. So those three Ladies of Liberty. I mean, this video is awesome. That'll be on May 3rd. On May 10th, TBD. Got a couple of feelers out there. I'm trying to get a couple of individuals to join us then. May 17th, scheduled as of now, Brian Sack, Jack Helmuth. You've had Jack on here before. He was with Brad and I a few weeks back, or was it last 2-3-9er? I don't know. It was recently. That was a lot of fun. Speaking of Brad, he will be on May 24th as we head into Memorial Day weekend. Brad Staggs and Brandon Morse will join me again. So there you go. That's the update. There will be a time during this show when this microphone falls into my lap. Promise you that. It's coming. Oh, look at that. There's the chain. That's kind of fun, right? This kind of feels like sitting here alone. Like, I know y'all are out there, and I appreciate it. And by the way, the way I've rearranged, it's like the chat is even further away now. Goodness, I'm trying, y'all. Let me kind of tilt this. I'm telling you, you're gonna watch me reach for something to kind of just adjust it. It's gonna just all come tumbling down today. I am wearing pants today, so that's good. So this is kind of like when I was a kid and I would sit literally in my parents' basement and talk on the CB and just babble to myself and hope that somebody out there heard me. I know y'all, I appreciate you so much, but it just feels weird not having somebody with me right now. Oh, look back to the surface. Oh, just hearing that sound like makes me feel like I'm drowning. Oh, wait, I thought we were good. Let's go. Rescue the thing. I mean, that is cool, though. There's a shark imposter again. I mean, that's fascinating, I think. I don't know. I just love this. So love it with me. Yeah. So yeah, this is like, I mean, this is the modern CB, and you're just hoping somebody out there's listening, and I appreciate you. Oh, at night. Oh, at night. But I wanted to let you know of a new element here on the program. But instead, before I do that, I'm distracted with you because I'm watching this video. I mean, we're busy here, Keith. You know, chill out. Just enjoy the ride here. Oh, this is cool. This is cool. And listen to the sounds underwater there coming from the ship. How cool is that? You know what? This might be a new idea for the channel. A playlist of just watching videos like this. It's just, you know, Nature Video Thursday or something. So catchy, right? It's cool, man. It's cool stuff. See if you guys, see if I can get back to the comments here. Okay. I'll believe it when I see it, Danny. I'll believe it when I see it. Okay. Benjamin joins us. You've missed a tour of the ocean depths, by the way. Yeah, I know it's Friday. What I'm saying is maybe we do a Thursday show where we just sit here and watch nature videos together. I don't know. Oh, I do have an idea I want to share with y'all. I'm still trying to figure this out. Oh, that's it. That's it. There we made it to the end. Congratulations. I'm still trying to figure out the way this would work. And I think we've talked about this before. But one thing I would really like to do is, and I hesitate to say a specific day of the week because I don't want to be held to it because it may not end up being that, but maybe once a week, in addition to the Friday live stream, is to do something similar. If you're familiar with my day job at Pat Gray Unleashed over on the Blaze, we do a thing in the last Friday of every month. In fact, a week from today on Pat Gray Unleashed, we're gonna get an update, and there's a lot to update you on Malaysian airline flights, flight 370. I did an interview with Ashton Forbes back in November. I think it was like the day before Thanksgiving, and it's available here at youtube.com/at the mic with Keith. It's a fascinating 2-hour discussion. He sat down with Zay and myself, and since then, there's been a lot to add to the story, quite a bit, and he will go over what his theory is of what happened to a Malaysian Airlines flight 370 over 10 years ago now. And so even if you have watched that interview that he did with me and Zay back in November, you want to definitely check out Pat Gray Unleashed Friday, April 26th, 7 a.m. Eastern, or available on demand at youtube.com/Pat Gray. Anyway, so that's going to be another fascinating discussion there. Let's see here. So I want to kind of do something like that here, in addition to the Friday live stream. Everybody that is a viewer right now, be sure to put in the comments there, and just let me know the day of the week that you're available. No, I'm just kidding. I just don't know. I just don't know when we're going to do that, what time of day that would be. The problem is I've tried to do some of these shows actually on this channel and getting guests. And I won't tell you the name, but there's another airplane-related tragedy conspiracy theory out there. And I reached out to the author of 2 books on the subject. And something already fell, by the way, over here. And I messaged him on Twitter. And he seemed pretty active on Twitter. So I thought, oh, he'll see this. This will be cool. Even if he can't do it, maybe he can lead me to somebody because he had a co-author. He's done, there's somebody that he did an interview with on the subject. I thought, you know what? We're going to get somewhere with this guy. And his DMs were open. And so that's how I reached out to him. And I went back and I checked. I was like, oh, I haven't heard from this guy. It's been about a week. And I went and I checked and it said, you can no longer, communicate, message this guy. And I looked and he had closed his DMs. He didn't even bother. Well, first of all, he didn't follow me back, which is totally fine. But he didn't even bother to say, yeah, I'm not interested. He just like, oh, this hoodlum got through my DMs. So whatever. That's the problem, finding good guests. I have a couple of good guests in mind, and they're just kind of waiting in the wings. And so when we go forward with that, I will definitely let you know. All right. Let me get to some stories, right? Hang on. It's too much talking. All right, so let me see. Let me just see here. Any of you guys have something to throw in here? Yeah. All right. No, nobody's put in a request for what day of the week we should do like a conspiracy type show. Am I gonna? Man, I wish. I haven't been to a spring game in Nebraska since I was at school there. When we were good. No. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, look at that. A lot of love in Nebraska. All right. Thank you so much. Okay. I don't even know when I'm getting back up there. Shame on me. All right. So Jeffy, speaking of Jeffy, one of the guests coming up next week, he does a segment, Chewing the Fat, every Wednesday on Pat Gray Unleashed, in addition to a podcast he does by the same name. It's crazy how that worked out. But he did the story about the space junk that fell through the house in Florida and in Naples. and it came from the International Space Station. So this I love. Um, the story that I have in front of me says it was a piece of hardware thrown away from the International Space Station. Did we ever get a clarification? What is that like? You just toss it out the window? Anyway, crashed through the house, and I did some research here. How rare is this? Check this out. One person in history has been hit by a piece of debris. It happened to a lady named Lottie Williams in Tulsa, Oklahoma, struck by a piece in 1997 from a Delta II rocket. It hit her. I couldn't find where it hit her. Somebody do my job for me and Google this. And she picked it up and took it home and reported to the authorities the next day. It was like no big deal. So it's happened one time. The odds, according to aerospace.org, which is bookmarked right here, the overall risk to an individual from re-entering debris is extremely small compared to the other hazards we face daily. It is estimated to be less than 1 in 1 trillion chance that a particular person will be injured by falling space debris. By comparison, the risk of being hit by lightning is 1 in 1.4 million. Remember, it's 1 in 1 trillion on the other one. I feel like since it's not doing it feels like a rounding deal. 1 in 1 trillion. Like they just said, I don't know, put 1 trillion because the other one seemed more specific with the lightning, 1.4 million. Anyway, a hurricane, chance of dying in that, 1 in 6 million. Now, I see here at the bottom of the screen, I do have a special guest that has made it. How exciting. But before I do, I forgot to tell y'all, I've added this silly little setup. This is where I was going with my parents' basement, doing fake radio shows in the basement, talking on the CB. What I have done, I've got to show you all this. An awesome listener sent me this Atlanta Braves world champion 2021 piece of a bat thing. And what I've done is I've bungee corded an old phone of mine. And I have created a phone number through the magic of the interwebs that you can call. Now it may ring for half an hour, depending on what we're doing here on the show. But it's so professional here, this setup, that the speaker of the phone is right next to the microphone. I mean, this is middle school fake radio in your basement. Here's the phone number. I'm going to put it up there. Don't everybody call it once. Hang on. I made a banner for this thing. Where the heck did the banner go? Here we go. There it is. 208. You can write this down because this is going to be, if this works today, it could fall flat. I mean, this could be a disaster. But if this works going forward, it's a Idaho area code if you're trying to figure that out, y'all. Just random. 208-563-1802. As a guy in Charleston, South Carolina, I used to produce for. Any of you remember this? There might be one of you out there that knows what I'm talking about. Dan Moon. And he talked like this. This is Dan Moon. He was made famous because he was the only voice in Charleston that made it through the hurricane that was still on the air, Hurricane Hugo back in 1988. But he would say, turn your telephone into a microphone and call 208-563-1802. All right, that's for you, Dan. All right, I think I'm ready for my special guest here. All right, is she ready? Okay. Boom! What is it? Wait, there's no audio. Oh, Sarah, hang on, let me check your mic here. Hang on. This is Sarah Sullivan. She is one of the producers for Glenn Beck. I can't even say the man's name. He pays me every week. Glenn Beck radio show. She runs the board there. I am looking at your microphone settings, and I think it's on your end. So there we go. So let me take you off the screen here. You mess around a little bit, and I'll try to bring you back up. If I bring you up a second time and I can't hear you, then you're gonna have to do sign language for everything you want to say. Okay, so I'm gonna take you off the screen there. I'll check in just a second. While Sarah is getting her microphone adjusted there, I want to tell you, I want to play this video. Oh, I kind of want to. You know what? We'll get back to the video in a second because I want to get Sarah's feedback on that as well because it involves the eclipse. I had not seen this until 10 minutes before I started this show. I stumbled on this video out of Arlington. So if you're familiar, buckle up. Or if you're not familiar, just buckle up, for safety, whether you're familiar or not. But I read this Did you guys know that NASA astronaut Edgar Mitchell, sixth man to land on the moon, is this a new claim? When is this article written? I should have probably. What's the date on this thing? Oh my gosh, it didn't print up with the date. I had no idea that Edgar Mitchell, a a guy who's been on the moon, said that aliens prevented a nuclear war between the U.S. and Russia. What in the world? Now, I do think that the aliens, there's something with the nuke testing in New Mexico, because I think in this story here it references something about White Sands, and yeah, White Sands was a testing ground for atomic weapons. That's what the extraterrestrials were interested in. Yeah, I mean, they were in Roswell while we were testing nukes. That's a theory that I need a guest on that. Somebody do my job for me and get me a guest to talk about that. Um, because here's the boy. I am. Look at this. Here we go. Here's that space debris. Did y'all see that? God, it could have easily killed someone. Anyway, there we go. Okay, let me. I got to clean up some tabs here. I got so much open here. All right, hang on. Oh yeah, look at this. I am so on top of it, y'all. Check this out. There's Edgar Mitchell. Now that we're done talking about him. Okay, that's good. Now I can close that tab. All right, let me get that video ready. Let me see if Sarah's ready. I don't know here. Sarah, you want me to put you on the screen here? You want to? See, I don't even think she can hear me now. So I want y'all to see this video. I'm gonna wait to get a thumbs up from her. I want y'all to see this video taken in Arlington, Texas during the eclipse back on April 8th. Look at this thing. Hang on. Okay, so should probably zoom in so you can see this. How do we do this? Okay. I had to mute it because they're cussing and stuff. Did you see that? Did you see that? And watch this. Now, I'm sure it's just a plane, right? I saw planes way up high during the eclipse. I didn't see them zooming behind clouds that close. So they're saying that's a look at that thing. What in the what? Come on. Anyway, it's a UFO. Obviously, there's no other explanation than that. Anyway, Arlington, Texas is where they captured that video. Hey, could you guys tell me in the chat? I have had a story here for at least 3 weeks now. Or 2 weeks maybe. It's dated April 3rd. I printed it up. I'm pulling a Joe Biden here, y'all. Because I can't remember if we've talked about the Walmart doctors. Have we talked about that? So y'all be sure to chime in here, and I will follow your lead. Because I just telling you, man, we're gonna go to Walmart for everything. Hold on, Sarah, can you hear me? Oh no, like she can't even hear me now. So we had made progress. I told you if I put her back on the screen, it's gonna have to be in sign language. And by the way, let me check the phones, see if anybody is called. Don't forget, it's 208-5. It's right there on the screen. 563-1802. Oh, that's interesting. Sorry. Let's see here. So Sarah has like a stern, like a serious look on her face as I look here in the queue window. It's like she's trying to figure out what's going on there. And this, I contend, is what it's going to be like with Pat next week. But anyway, so let's see. Did you guys say that? Let's see. It looked like a helicopter, Sue. You think it was? Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, let's see here. I'm just seeing. So have I talked about the Walmart doctors? Okay. Well, I'm talking about the Walmart doctors right now. So they plan to open health centers at 8 stores across Houston. I mean, we all have seen, I'm sure, the eye doctors, right? At Walmart. We've seen those. I mean, I'm sure they're fine. I've never stopped in there. Well, that's not true. I've walked in there and asked them if they had a little screwdriver, tighten the little screws on the. But I'm sure they're great. And so I just wonder if there's going to be like a stigma to go into the Walmart doctor. You know, the first time there is some sort of issue with a doctor, it could be any doctor. If something bad happens and it's at Walmart, that's going to blow up in their face, I think. But I don't know. I just wonder if if you guys would trust a Walmart doctor, because it's not going to be a Walmart doctor. It's going to be a doctor who practices in Walmart. I'm telling you, it's going to get to the point, and I'm fine with this, where I just go to Walmart and just spend the day. Like, I mean, yeah, the cold stuff is the last thing you do, but you have a doctor's appointment, right? Or maybe you shop while you. This is genius. This is actually, now that I think about it, they are so smart. Okay, that's a good plan. That's a good plan here. What I have. Hang on a second. Oh, let me check. See, nobody's calling. You got me feeling like Alec Baldwin over here. I mean, the number's right there. Especially if you get frustrated that I can't, that I'm not reading your comments. Feel free to call. Let me just a second. I'm just catching up here on the old comments here. Trying to do 40 things at once here. Okay. Oh my goodness. Let me grab my stack here. All right. Ow, just hit my elbow. See, the ergonomics of this setup are not quite adjusted yet. Just so tight. All right. We're gonna do rapid fire with Sarah if we ever get a chance to hear her. I have to keep looking down here to see if she's connected. And now she's completely disconnected. So we went from she can hear me, but I can't hear her, to she can't hear me and I can't hear her, to not connected. That's not a good sign. All right. I'm just checking here. Okay. This is I'm conflicted on this. I want to run this by y'all. But look at this sign on a Dallas, Texas restaurant. If you have the smell of marijuana on you, we will not serve you. I mean, this is America 2024. This is wild. They have a no weed stink policy. It's the E-Bar. It's a bar? Somebody Google this for me. Do my job. E-Bar Tex-Mex. Okay. First of all, a bar should just understand that there's going to be smells in your establishment, period. Right? By the way, just for the fun of it, I went ahead and got oh crap. I went ahead and got the picture of marijuana there. I wasn't sure which of these I wanted on the screen during this discussion. So there you go. There. Now it's a more official story because there's a marijuana plant on the screen. Okay, so and I got to thinking about this story. So my brain went two different directions. The first one was, you're a private business. You should have any policy you want. And that goes for, and this is what almost kept Rand Paul out of the Senate when he originally ran in 2010, maybe, when he made that libertarian argument that, hey, and I'm just loosely remembering it from 15 years ago. So somebody do my job and Google this for me. Like, you should be able to, this is not gonna be a popular opinion, but you should be able to keep anyone out based on race. I mean, that's your private business. And then when news spreads of how much of a racist runs that joint, then don't go there and then suffer the wrath of the community until you're out of business. I feel that I mean, it's like your home, your business. I can have whoever I want over here. And so anyway, I remember Rand Paul made that case, and that did not go over well. It was something to that effect, loosely remembering here. But I mean, if you don't want people smelling like marijuana in your establishment, totally get it. But I gotta think again. I mean, do people not come in there that smell like smoke too? Which again, banning smoking as a city council or an ordinance or something like that is completely unacceptable as well. If you want people smoking in your place of business, then so be it. So anyway, I just find this interesting. This is gonna be first. It's the private businesses that are gonna have this kind of policy. You're not gonna come in here smelling like smoke or high. I mean, they already have public intoxication laws, right? So as marijuana becomes more and more legal in more places, this kind of stuff is going to pop up. It's just going to be a part of our lives. Let's see here. Checking the calls here. Ivan, we got anybody calling here on the bungee cord phone number there? The 208-560-1802. Nobody wants to just talk about any of this stuff. So help me. I will call my mom or talk about Sean Hannity or whatever Alec Baldwin said when he was doing that radio show. I do have animal videos, but now I'm sad because I wanted to play these when Sarah was here. But if she's not there, oh wait, you know what? I'm gonna buy a little bit more time for Sarah because I want y'all to see this. I've had this video for a couple of weeks as well, and I just think this is just genius with marketing here. Where is it? Come on, man, find the video. I mean, I would feel like a dope for. Oh wait, somebody's calling 308 area code. Is that Western Nebraska? Hang on a second. What's your name and where are you calling from? You're live on the air. Did I cover all the bases, y'all? Who is this? Hello?
My name is Gail, and I'm calling from Nebraska.
Boom! Panhandle, western side. Where are you at, Nebraska? I'm going to pry a little bit.
North Platte.
Okay, very cool. Well, you're the inaugural phone call here on At the Mic on the Friday live stream, Gail. So I appreciate you calling.
I'm happy to help you out.
Can you guys in the chat hear Gail okay? I've got the volume cranked up here right next to the microphone. I mean, this is rudimentary to the max here. I can't even get the phone to balance up against the microphone. Okay, Gail, what's on your mind?
I was just going to see if you saw the guy that set him on fire or set himself on fire outside of the Trump trial.
So I did see a headline come across while I was getting prepared here to go on, and I haven't seen any video. I'm sure there is.
There is.
Oh no. Oh no. Hold on. So now you're gonna make. So Gail is. I don't know that I want to. Is it? How disturbing is it?
I mean.
Yeah, 2024 level disturbing. You know.
Very disturbing. Yeah, it's very disturbing because I can't imagine what's going on through somebody's head in order to do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, just like the guy.
Other ways of dying, but
I know. So I didn't understand this with people that would like starve themselves to death either. It's like you're hurting yourself. I mean, you want to suffer on your way out. That is
right. Well, Jordan Peterson had talked about doing that, and I just kept thinking they don't care about you, so I'm not sure who's winning.
That's just it. It's a street protest or someone setting themselves ablaze. I have never looked at that person and changed my mind, and I can't understand that how you get to that point where you think this is how I'm going to make my statement, this is how I'm going to make my mark. Because okay, who was the remember the guy who set himself on fire for Gaza? Remember that in DC about a month ago? Okay, what was his name, Gail?
I can't tell you.
Right, precisely.
I can't remember.
So it doesn't work. I can't even remember your name, bro. So yeah, all right. Well, I appreciate you. Any other news that I've missed while I've been sitting here getting ready for this?
Not that I've seen. Just that one. That was the most important because, like I said, I just don't know. To me, that's other countries do that kind of stuff.
I know.
Somebody did that, and it started a whole war. And so, my kids are military draft age. I've got 2 boys and a girl, and I'm scared that they're going to take all of them. And, yeah. I don't know. It's just a terrifying time for sure.
I'm with you. It's 45 and cloudy. 45 degrees and cloudy in North Platte right now. That's
it's cold here.
yeah. So what's the let me just see. What's the 10-day forecast looking like? You guys gonna ever hit spring?
I think we get up into the 70s next week. Maybe. Yeah, I think 60s and 70s next week. We just had snow. We had snow last night.
I remember the coldest one of the coldest times ever was I was moving out of the dorms sometime in the 90s there in Lincoln. It was the first week of May one year, and I had to keep going outside and go to the storage place, back to the dorm, back, and it was rainy and cold and miserable. And I'm like, this is May. What? Stop it. By now it should. Where's the sun? And I love the winter, but by May, when you're just miserable, damp and cold, no, thank you. All right, well, how's it? Okay, see, look, this is the thing you do when you're talking with someone from Nebraska. There is a 99.9% chance that they care about Nebraska football. So, Gail, 2 questions: do you care about Nebraska football?
I care deeply about Nebraska football.
Okay.
But it's just I'm also a Minnesota Vikings fan, and so it's very depressing.
Hey, I know that feeling. I have a buddy who is a Minnesota Vikings fan, and he's a West Virginia fan, and I'm an Atlanta Falcons fan and a Nebraska fan. So he gets it, 2 different ways there, and I get it as well. And so it sounds like obviously you do as well, being a Vikings fan, and a Husker fan for the last 20 years. Can you believe we're saying that after the success we had? That team lost 2 games in my 4 years at that university, 3 games over 5 seasons. They got screwed against Florida State. Should have been 4 national titles. But anyway, my point is, can you believe after the success of the 90s, what it's been like since 2001, since the Big 12 championship game in 2001, it's been all downhill since then, basically. So my first question was, do you care about Nebraska football? Yes, you do. And my second question is, care to make a prediction for our record this year?
I would love to hear it.
No, I want to hear yours.
Oh, mine?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not putting myself on the spot. Don't be ridiculous. 8-4. 8-4. 8-4.
You should have to do that.
8-4. 8-4.
8-4?
Yeah, 8-4.
Oh man.
Can you believe 8-4? 8-4 is like a dream for us, and that'll get you fired 20 years ago. Anyway, 9-3 got you fired 20 years ago. Anyway, you got a prediction for a record there, Gail?
I'm probably going to go 6-6.
Okay, well, you're more of a realist. All right, Gail, in North Platte, Nebraska. Everybody remember, that's going to be trivia someday. That's going to be trivia. Who was the first person to call in to At the Mic on the Friday live stream? Thanks so much, Gail. Hope to talk to you again soon. Take care.
Yep.
Oh, see, look at that. I hated that. I hung up on Gail mid-sentence. Gail, please forgive me. I love this free app that I have. I'm glad it's just below camera view, so you can't see. I've got this stupid ad I've got to wait for to pass before somebody else can call. So there, got that done. Keith doesn't pay to remove ads. Stop. Don't even entertain such a thought. All right, so be sure to call if you'd like to be like Gail. 208-563-1802. The inaugural phone call to At the Mic. All right, so let me show you this genius marketing plan. I feel like I should text Sarah and be like, hey, you left me hanging. Let's go. So I don't know. She could call. Sarah could call 208-563-1802. All right, so yes, I'm rich. It's a menu. It's like a restaurant. That's not cool. I think it's cool, and I don't. Look at that. I don't know. It's kind of fun. I'm twisted like that. All right, let's see what else I got here. I haven't even had to delve into the animal videos yet, but I'm getting damn close. Don't forget, you can call right now, Ivan. Let's see here. I'm trying to understand this note to myself. I don't know. Whatever. I don't know. I'm sure that was great show prep right there. And I'm going to pick this up in an hour off the floor. And I'm going to be like, oh, that's what I was trying to say. Let's see. What do we got here in the comments? Anything you guys need to yeah, that guy setting himself on fire. Yeah, of course I'm going to go back and watch that later. This country. What is happening? Oh, here's a story Sarah sent in that I know she wanted to talk about. Man, got to do animal videos, y'all. If you're not going to call, Sarah's not going to Let's see here. Oh, you know what though? Hang on. There's something over there that I can't reach. I did put pants on though, so it's not high risk if I reach over there. Hang on a second. Hang on. I'm getting text here. Let me just see if it's Sarah here. No, she can't connect anything with a mic. Watch this. Call 208. What was the number again? 563 1802. Let's see if she calls. Okay. Da-da-da-da. Wow. Anybody else getting spammed by every person running for every office? Or is it just me? I don't know how I got on these lists, but it's been fun. Okay. Animal videos. I'm sorry, y'all asked for them, kind of, in a way. Hang on. Okay, so I've got a good dog. Sounds like a good witch. I have a good dog. I've got got a good dog, a mischievous dog, and a bad dog. We'll just go in that order. Let's start with the good dog. Who sent me this? Jenna Cook on Twitter at I am Jenna Cook. That's one in. If you want to follow her, I am Jenna Cook, and well, I'm not. I'm Keith. Forget it. Stupid Keith. Dad joke here. Perfect. I'm trying to find the video. Here is the good. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I think Sarah's calling. Actually, hang on. I think this is her number. I looked at the area code just now to make sure. Hey, is this Sarah? You're on the air.
Hi, yes, it is Sarah.
Is this Sarah? What's going on? My goodness. What was wrong with your camera situation? What was the story there?
I don't know. I don't have anything that will connect with a microphone. My AirPods won't. My headphones won't. My computer won't. So I just don't have a microphone. I can do a lot of sign language and like whatever's there.
Oh,
like
you know sign language?
middle fingers or
yeah.
Not enough to be like. Well, I could do Biden's sign language because it's not really words.
Oh, okay, that's fair. That's fair. What if you held your? This is fine like this, but like in the future, if you ever have to do a thing like that, what if you held the phone out? Or is that just annoying? And then we just heard you like that way, instead of fancy.
It probably would look really stupid, but yeah, we could do that next time.
That's fair. Yeah, I was gonna play some. Oh, you know what? Oh, you sent this story in. Talk to us about. I have not had a. Let me tell you what happened. I printed up. So you sent this story this morning. I printed it up. It printed up the headline and like a paragraph and a half, and now it's all advertised. Like I don't know why I didn't print properly, but sometimes it happens. But here's the headline. Okay, it's a story that you sent. And by the way, hold on. Before we read this story, it's too bad you're not on the camera here because I didn't realize this, but I actually have, and I know you can't see this because now you're just talking audio wise. You're an Eagles fan. You're from Philly, right? It turns out, I mean, it's kind of like the eagle. I realize you can't see this, but I have an eagle pen. He's not holding a football though, but it looks just like the old school 70s Eagles logo. And that's all I have to say about that. And I thought,
why don't I have this pen? Why is this not in my possession?
See, I just thought it was funny that like I was reaching in a thing that has thumbtacks, and this is peak Keith. I reach in there and I poke my finger, and I'm like, "Ow, that was a serious thumbtack." And I look in there, and it was this little eagle. You can probably have it if I remember to bring it. As a thank you for being a part of today's program. Your parting gift will be that. Okay.
Before you already admit that you're an idiot, I literally wanted to point that out. Like, who puts their hand into any part of a thumbtack situation? Nobody. You did. Good job.
I want to thank you, Sarah Sullivan, for being a part of today's program.
For the first and last time, I feel.
Last time? Oh my gosh. You're right. I'm not going to invite you back. So tell people what you do if they don't know, because you're actually on the radio show every day. People may not even realize it because, you're running the board and stuff, and you're on the camera for part of the show, I think, right?
So not the stripper job I have that makes money. You want me to talk about the radio gig I have?
The what? Oh no. Oh,
What?
What?
Anyway, yeah, no, I work for Glenn Beck.
Okay. Yeah. How is that? How long have you been working with Glenn Beck for how many years now?
This will be my 21st year.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a long ride.
I was about to say, how do you stay sane? But that would be presumptuous.
Well, if anyone heard the show,
presumptive.
yeah, if anyone heard the show today, he called me out for my alcoholism. But my alcoholism is based on working for his show, so it's just this endless cycle of you drink to survive, you survive, you survive, and then you drink because you work for Glenn Beck, and then it just keeps going.
So when I asked if you wanted to be a part of today's show, right, you did ask me if you could drink while we were doing the show.
Mm-hmm. I didn't know I was going to get called out for it, but sure, yeah.
Well, no, I'm not.
You know what? No, no, I'm a plead the fifth. I can neither confirm nor deny, even though I already confirmed it.
So are you drinking right now?
No, but I did previously.
Oh, see, I was going to join you. I was ready. And see, this sucks that you can't see right now. I'm holding a bottle of vodka that I need to finish off. And I thought, hey, what a great opportunity. And now it's just kind of lost a little bit of its punch since you're...
Well, dang it. Let me see if I can connect to the camera at least.
I had a little... There we go. See, look, I came prepared, y'all. This is drinking alone. Anyway.
But I didn't really have... I don't have my drink with me, so I'd have to go actually get that.
So, let's read this story that you sent over here. Here's the headline. Baltimore bridge collapse survivor escaped through car's manual window. Since you read the story, because I can't, what did it say? Because I printed it up.
Because you can't read?
No, because I printed it up. It didn't print up. Here, I will read you what I have. Julio Cervantes was on the 1.6-mile-long structure when it crashed into the Patapsco River. Patapsco River? I haven't had a sip yet. I haven't even had
really can't drive. You can't drive.
After
you can't read or drive.
After being struck by the Dolly, a huge container ship that lost control and struck one of the bridge's supports last month. Mr. Cervantes, along with another man, was rescued on the same day, but 6 other road workers were killed. Lawyer Chris Stewart said the workers were sitting in their vehicles. That's all I got. I didn't print up the rest of the story.
And there goes all the trees. There they all go into the trash.
Okay, thank you. So tell me, Sarah, how did the story end? How old was the car?
Right, and that was why I sent you the story, because it doesn't actually mention what kind of car it was. It just mentions that he was able to escape with a manual window opener. So, we're always like ready to hit that button and push it down. No, This had to have been from what, the 80s, you think? Like, what kind of car is it that you're driving?
Yeah.
And how do we not get this man a new car at some time?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's a farmer's insurance commercial. And it's so what they have is they'll have a door handle, right? Like old school door handle. And
had to have been.
And it's that's exactly what it's gonna be. And he's gonna be there doing bum bum ba-dum bum, and he's gonna have a handle and it's gonna be in water or something. No.
But my biggest question is, do we bring it back? I mean, that's terrifying to know that this innocent situation of just opening your car window, right? Like you're just rolling it down. That saved a man's life. Like he was probably like, oh my gosh, I have to drive this 1968 Ford Taurus for however amount of time, and it's going to be the death of me when I want to be driving, like, I don't know, a 2022 BMW, let's say. But it's kind of like back in the day when they had those automatic seatbelts, right? Remember that caused so many deaths?
Yeah.
Now I feel like, right? And now we have manual seatbelts. Like, why can't we bring back the manual window? I understand for all the lazy folk out there that want to have the button. We can still have the button, but maybe it's like just like a backup. Like, hey, this might be a good idea to have.
Yeah, hang on a second. Hang on. I just noticed you popped up here. Hang on a second. Hang on. Don't hang up on the phone. Hang on. Let me see if I can hear you this way. Hang on.
Hi.
See, now I don't know where the audio's coming from. Hold on. It kind of syncs up. Try this again. Keep talking.
Test 1, 2. Can you hear me now?
I mean, it's a little weird. There's like a delay because I don't hear the audio on here.
No, because I don't know how to make it work.
All right, leave it like this. Leave it like this. So no, it's a total J.K. Simmons commercial waiting to happen, where the guy, the insurance company's going to buy him a new car. But I pulled up alongside my kids the other day. All three of them were in the car, and I'm doing this because I'm trying to roll down your window.
Right.
And Zeely was driving. She's the youngest. She's like, what is this? Oh gosh.
It's like when you do this with your phone, like, hey, call me, or like, how do you make a call? And everybody just like taps. Let's say make a call. It's like, no, you dial, and then you pick up.
The irony is that you're actually doing this right now.
I know, because I'm on the phone. Yeah, I got that.
Yeah, see. You were talking about the seatbelt thing. So when I moved from Atlanta to Houston, my car didn't have air conditioning. And my grandfather, who was born and raised outside Houston, said, "Oh, you gotta have air conditioning if you're gonna live in Texas." And I was like, I live in Atlanta. What's the big deal? He's like, seriously. And he was absolutely right. And so I bought my grandmother's car off of her. And it was a 93 Ford Escort. And that stupid seatbelt thing. Oh, please, govern me harder. And so it just chokes you, and it's so aggravating. But there was a few years there where those cars were designed like that. A nightmare. I know what I want to tell you. I was reading these slideshow that had like life hacks or whatever, and one of them was, if you're and this is the thing, are you going to be able to keep your wits about you when you're in a pond or you're in water and you're in your car and you're trying not to die? Are you going to think about this? Listen to this, y'all. This life hack. It said that the headrest, that have the little spiky things into the top of your deal there. And so if you're drowning, you take that out and then you use the metal to break the window. So,
that would have been a good idea. So I would not have thought of that.
Yeah, and plus, I mean, you're sinking down. You're like, oh, hold on a second before I die. Let me turn around. And then you're always trying to do them both at the same time. You're like, and then you got the water rushing in. That's gonna suck. But that's what you're supposed to do. Do you want to see some animal videos?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Good. That was
I love animals. Hope there's lots of cats.
No, they're all dogs. So I've got a good dog, a mischievous dog, and a bad dog. So I'm going to let you pick the order. You want the good, bad, or mischievous first?
Oh, I want the bad dog.
Bad dog. Okay. So the bad dog, it's got a cat in this. I'm sorry, because the cat is a tattletale. And this video is from the N1 James. The N number 1 James sent this to me on the Twitters. And here is the bad dog chewing the remote control. So the cat moves the camera over. See that? Cat's like, hey, owner, you getting a good look at that? That's your precious Sparky back there. Huh? You like that? It's a bad dog. You guys.
Good boy now.
Yeah. Who do you love now? See, he's chewing your remote control, acting like it's a candy bar. It's like a chew toy. No. That's kind of fun. You want the good dog?
It doesn't even seem real.
So you think that it was staged because the dog or the cat has set him up?
I don't know. I mean, cats are smart. They're trash, but they're smart. And I just can't see a cat doing.
Cats aren't
You're
trash.
right. They're worse than trash, but they
Why the heck
are not that smart. I don't think.
Oh, wait a minute. No, I had a very smart cat, Gertrude. She played fetch and
Oh, Gert.
yeah. So I disagree. Cats can be very smart. Where's Gert? Oh, there's Gert right there. There's Gert. I can't. Gert kept falling, so I had to glue Gert to the side. So you can't even see. Somewhere up there is Gert. I can't. This thing is so. I wish y'all could see. I should take a picture and tweet this out later. I wish you could see how ridiculous this setup is. Something is gonna fall. I will bleed before we're done with today's live stream. What's that?
We see the hoarder that you are. We see that. That's fine.
That's not. That's not.
It gives me anxiety just looking at you right now. Like I don't know where to look.
Hold on.
I mean, it's best to have distractions when it comes to your face, but that is a lot. Like a lot. I know. I need to go get some. Jeez,
Okay.
goodness.
What
If
were
I'm
we-
gonna look at this, I'm definitely gonna need a drink.
All right, I got this. I got.
Do we do shots or like what is
You're so mean. With a-
mean or telling facts?
Did you want the good dog or the mischievous dog?
Good dog. Is it cute?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. He's a hero, is what he is. This one is. Oh, I mentioned this here, and this is I am Jenna Cook sent this one in. Thank you, Jenna. So the kids are, I guess the family there, they're watching the Jurassic Park. Remember that? Look at that. He's not happy. Follow me. The dog's like, all right, you guys crawl out of here. I'm going to jump into action.
Aww.
Look at this. That dog is ready to destroy those dinosaurs. He's thinking about it. He's like, okay. Like, he's sizing it up.
Very good. It's gonna rip its face off. That's definitely a good boy. Get that raptor.
Yes!
Wow. But see, that would bring attention to the raptor. So, like,
Yeah, what a dumb dog. Take it back.
that's an idiot. Idiot dog.
You taking it back? All the nice things you were saying?
Yeah,
Oh.
he's dumb.
Just gonna knock that TV off.
Look at him. Like, he would be annihilated by that dinosaur. It'd be over.
Down, buddy.
He's still wagging his tail, though. All right, he's
Did you hear the owner? The owner's like, all right, get down. Get down. That's good stuff. What a good dog.
Get down.
Okay, let's see what else I got. I got one more animal video here. It's a dog video. Don't worry, it's not a trash cat. Let's see here.
No trashy cat.
Okay, this is the mischievous dog. So who sent this one? Yoda Forever. I don't know if they sent this to me or somebody sent this. Anyway, whatever. So I guess the tweet says a woman was shocked to discover her neighbor's corgi was sneaking onto her property at night and riding her pony. Not a euphemism.
Oh, my.
So
Oh, my. Okay.
this is what was happening there. Let's see if I can get this to play. All right. Literally riding
Oh, my.
the pony.
Little child. So cute.
Now come on. I don't believe it. No way. They set the dog on top of there, right?
I mean, what horse would let a dog jump on there? I feel like
And ponies are mean, right?
those little ponies, yeah, because they ain't big like the big horsies.
My Little Pony is mean. That's what, because you basically said that. That's what you said.
That's not at all what I said. Don't put words in my mouth. I didn't say
Okay. It sounded like you said that. You said,
Your little
said-
ponies, or furries, as you like to call them.
oh, you said
Are
your
not.
Little Pony. Oh, yeah, we talked about that on Pat today. That was something else. I want you to see this. Have you ever seen anything like this? When I saw this reminded me that Martin, our coworker, and I have long overdue. We're supposed to go play pickleball. We've talked about this for probably a year and a half now. And I thought, you know what? Let's get some Blaze peeps together and let's go and play Mandalorian Patriot. Thank you for sending me this. It's called Snookball. Have you seen this? It's like a pool table, but it's like a life-size pool table, whatever that means. And I want to play this. Look at that. See? You're kicking the ball. Look at that, huh? Doesn't that look fun? Snookball.
I'd probably be better at that than I am at regular pool.
Oh, you're not good at pool, are you? All right, well, look at this. I mean, that's a cool setup there.
Yeah.
I feel like that'd be more popular than a pool table, too. Look at that.
Why
Oh,
is there
two
more
for.
of them, then?
Yeah, you can have more. Yeah, so, I don't know. I thought that was kind of fun.
But yeah, have you had Martin on your show yet? On your live stream?
No. Should I?
You should.
Yeah.
You should. That'd be funny.
Yeah, that would be fun. Have you seen, let me write that down or else I'll forget. Sorry, Martin. I will. Oh, maybe he can join me on 510 since it's TBD right now. And TBD will probably cancel. Martin Garcia. Okay, yeah. Okay.
Who's your TBD?
Some people that are checking to see if they can join me. I don't want to put undue pressure.
You can tease it, but don't tease me that much. That's just not fair. Because if I'm going to be watching this all the time, I want to know who's possible.
Hang on a second. I just said the list. Oh, here we go. So next week at this time, if people missed it at the onset, you've got Chris Cruz, Jeff Fisher, and possibly Pat Gray. Pat might have as much trouble as you did getting logged on here. And then
okay, listen, you're older than I am, so thanks for that.
Wow. So then on May 3rd, it's
am I not here now? Am I not here now?
We did get this thing. You did a good job. We got it rigged up here, and it worked out in the end. So thank you, Sarah. I appreciate it. What is the most challenging thing working for Glenn Beck, by the way?
That I'm down the hall from you.
That was nice. Do you want to do some rapid fire? I looked here in the column where we put the banners and all that stuff. Where I put the banners and everything, and I realized I don't have
much to do with this show.
I realized that I don't know what show this was, but apparently I took the time on one of the recent Friday live streams to type up the rapid fire questions, and you have no idea what. So they're left over here. So professional, this show. So they're left over.
I love leftovers.
So they're left over here, and if you don't want to answer these, just say pass or whatever, and that's totally fine. Let's see here. Hang on. It's crazy. Sorry guys, the live chat has vanished on me here. So I have no idea what you're saying over there. There we go. Now it's back up. Okay. Let's see. What was your last impulse buy? Sarah Sullivan, what was your last impulse buy? You can skip these if you like.
It's rapid fire, but I need a second.
I know. Normally I send these ahead of time, but sorry. You and I did not really plan this out very well.
No. Yeah. My last impulse buy, goodness, it's probably something like makeup or nail polish.
That's an impulse?
Yeah.
Okay. Who's the worst? You don't have to answer these. Who's the worst president of all time?
Calvin Coolidge.
Oh, Sarah Sullivan, thanks for joining. We're out of time. Who's your favorite president of all time?
Pass.
Okay. What was your major in college? Was it broadcasting?
Communications, yeah.
Do you collect anything?
Money.
Where did you go on your last vacation?
Your mom's house.
Okay. How many more questions we got? Oh, no. No.
You don't.
No. I didn't even know until I clicked it. Stupidest dare you ever agreed to. I'm afraid I don't even want to hear the answer to this.
I honestly don't do dares.
Mm.
I really don't. So I would have nothing to say.
That's smart. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, yeah, you can't call now because Sarah's tying up the line. Do you have anything you wanted to add here or anything you want to talk about specifically?
That was it. That was your rapid fire. That was what you built up to be this like monumental situation. It was my favorite president and a biggest dare.
Let's see. I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, please put your rapid fire questions for Sarah Sullivan in the comments, and let's see what she has to say, because she's clearly got a lot to say.
This is trash.
This is wow. Okay.
I have a lot to say because I was expecting rapid fire questions, not like what did you have for dinner last night?
What did you have for dinner last night?
I don't know. I was drunk. Don't know if it even got to dinner. My favorite dating app to use? Okay, I like that.
Oh.
I've been through a few, and I would say that. Oh, I almost said Hinge. Hinge was probably.
This is a guy who's pushing his never married dating website. There it is. You got your plug.
Oh, dang it. Okay.
Okay, so what is what do you use?
I don't use anything now.
Oh.
But before I used Hinge, and I think Bumble would probably be the best one I would recommend.
All right, you hear that? Or nevermarrieddating.com. So
what would you be doing now instead of talking to Keith? Anything would be better than whatever this is. But he's a good coworker of mine, and so here I am.
That's a freaking fact.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what else we got up there. Any other questions for Sarah? There's an LOL. Let's see. I don't know. Let's see. There's other conversation.
Is that the first time anyone's actually laughed during your live stream? Because it's probably conspiracy and death and Armageddon and the apocalypse and
no. We talked about this earlier. That's going to be a separate podcast that I do weekly. All the
chatters are probably beside themselves. They're like, oh my gosh, what is there's something happy? What?
That's not true. You clearly don't watch the Friday live stream. That's the whole point of this thing, is after talking about death and destruction all week on Pat's show, I like to come here and chill out. Now, if I did,
I'm watching it now.
Oh my gosh. If I did a conspiracy type show, what would you want to have a topic of discussion be?
Conspiracies.
What's your favorite conspiracy, Sarah?
I don't know. To be honest, I feel like there's going to be some sort of conspiracy around this October 7th Israel deal. I think there's going to be, just like 9/11, they found a way around it. And, steel doesn't melt and all this stuff. I feel like there's going to be something with the deep fakes and the AIs. And this wasn't really what happened. You can't prove that. And then even if you have evidence, you photoshopped it or edited it somehow. And I think that's going to be a really big deal, especially with, tragic events moving forward.
Say edited it again.
Nope.
Okay. By the way, there is kind of a conspiracy around it, and it's shameful, honestly. It absolutely 100% happened. What I think the conspiracy is, what did the Israeli government know and when did they know it? I read a very deep, involved article about the women who keep an eye on the cameras, and they were constantly reporting for weeks leading up to October 7th to higher ups that just dismissed them. And they would say, look at what they're getting closer. Look at what they're doing near the fence and all this stuff and this buildup. And it was completely ignored. And their station, their lookout station was one of the places that was attacked there. anyway.
Can I ask a question? And it's not snarky. It's going to sound snarky, but it's not.
Okay.
It was sincerely. It was just women. Like men don't man the cameras. Like what?
This article, and I'll have to find it because I invited the author of the article on to talk with me.
Yeah, I would love to know more. This
is a unit, like a female, all female unit that is assigned to. In fact, I think I have posted the article somewhere on my Twitter feed. I don't know, honestly. I'll look for it. But it was a long, involved article, and you get done reading it, and you're like, why does the same thing happen over and over again in history, where there are warnings after warnings after warnings, and those that can do something about those warnings do nothing, and then a tragedy occurs?
We're living that right now with the border. Like that is the war. Like you cannot ring those bells any harder than what everyone is doing on the right. Of just like, even the left? I feel like they're at least waking up now and seeing that we are under threat and no one cares. And it's like, oh, we just have to love and accept everyone. And then when that terror threat hits or that terrorist attack hits, it's going to be like, yeah, told you so, but too late.
It doesn't matter. It's not going to even matter. Like that we were right or that people were warning.
Yeah. And it's not even about being right, you know. It's like right. I don't want it to happen. I want to protect us. It's not a power trip. It's not a struggle I want to be involved in. It's just like, hello, let's just take a minute and take a look. You know, if everything is vetted and we're all good and we just let all these crazies in, then that's cool. But if there's definitely death to America, which we've seen already in our streets on our homeland, that maybe we should take a look at that. I don't know.
We have people in Congress who refuse to condemn death in America chants. So it's pretty neat. Okay, but remember now, the point of the Friday live stream, what was the...
Did you see Ilhan Omar's daughter was suspended from her college?
Oh, okay. I thought she was arrested.
Something, but she was suspended from classes because of her Free Palestine situation. And I didn't hear anything about it except that I feel like Ilhan Omar should have been out, you know, in the streets condemning colleges for their free speech and all the things. And it's just, the irony of it is just ridiculous.
Sure is. Friday live stream where we come to relax and have fun and have a few drinks all the way.
Yeah, okay.
No,
stop with the politics.
No, it's just sad. In the direction our country is, it's not the direction our country is headed. Like we're there now, and here we are. Okay, you got any good knock jokes? No. So what are some conspiracy theories that you would like to see discussed here on this channel? Do you believe in ghosts, Sarah? Put you on the spot.
I do believe in ghosts.
What are they then?
I think there's, I wouldn't necessarily say ghosts per se or aliens per se, but I think there's other life outside of us, and I think there are spirits and energies outside of us. So it gets real hippie when it comes to that space for me. But yeah, I don't know. There's just sometimes feelings or like that. You know, when the hair on the back of your neck goes up, there's a reason for that, right? Like even when you feel your spidey senses or your gut when you meet a stranger who's not maybe the best person. I think that we can sense things.
Do you want what is in... I have two articles here. My left hand and my right hand. Which article do you want to go down here? Which one we going down?
Well, hold on. I think someone wants to call in.
So yeah, but you're on the line. You're using it. See?
Yeah, no, I can.
You got? Oh, so you're trying to go? Oh, you're trying to leave.
No, I can call right back once we hear bingo.
Wait. Did you see? Oh, I see that. Yeah. See, okay. Did you see the furries, by the way, in Utah? I mean, some of the crap at schools today.
Would you really call it furries, though? Because it's not like they're dressing up. They're just identifying as an animal, right? So wouldn't it be like petties versus furries? You're not seeing these people dressing up in, you know, the weird fetish costumes. They're just being dogs and cats.
Hold on.
Petties.
somebody on the chat, out yourself if you're a furry. I have questions.
Oh, there was one fully dressed up? Okay, then my fault.
Well, no, the one that was dressed up was like a spokesperson for furries who was saying, don't do that at school. No, seriously, this is where we're at.
Yeah.
We are so Overton windowed that the news reporter for the Salt Lake station had to interview someone in full costume to get a sane perspective on being a furry.
Oh. Hold on, I love this. It's a spokesfurry, not a spokesperson for the furries. It's a furry. That's
I think that's what the graphic may have said, actually. I don't know. We are in hell. We are in such...
Oh, yeah. I mean, your kids were homeschooled, whereas mine had to identify with Bunny and Bunny Self. You know, it was like all the teachers would get suspended or fired or talked to if they misgendered anybody. It's ridiculous. And now you're like dogs and cats and deer and stuff. Like, what's happening? And why would you even want to be that? Like, you got to pee outside, and it's just, that's weird.
What's wrong with...
It's weird.
Pee? Never mind.
I mean, if I had that's fair. If I had the option, I'd probably try to, but I don't. So.
It's really awesome when you have a lot of privacy in your backyard. What? Okay.
But there's something nice and healthy about, using a toilet and indoor plumbing and showers and stuff, not lighting people. It's kind of a nice thing.
It's conversations like this that make me think maybe our nation isn't worth defending. I'm kidding. It absolutely is. But then you have little pockets like this, and you're like, send them to the other side. Not that. I mean, that sounded bad. The others, like give them to the Chi-Coms.
What's interesting is Glenn made an actually good point today about the Constitution and how he's not leaving the Constitution. It's those people that left the Constitution, kind of thing. Like Texas shouldn't secede. It should be whoever doesn't want to live here. That is such a pet peeve of mine, is if you hate America, no one's asking you to stay here. Bye. Like, take your furries, take your whatever. You hate America, death to America, all the things. Bye. Move to Switzerland. Don't threaten me and say, like, I'm moving to Iceland if Trump gets elected again. Goodbye. Just go. Like, no one's stopping you.
So I'm not asking you to, I don't need a name or anything like that, but I want you to think of the relative that you most adore that is in a blue state. Let me know when you have someone in mind that you really...
Gosh. Yeah.
You got somebody?
Yeah.
All right. So
yeah, Pennsylvania.
Yeah. Okay. But what I'm saying is tomorrow, let's say there's a handshake. America splits apart. Okay. We're not going to have a civil war, which, by the way, I could talk about that movie if anybody wants me to. I did on Pat today. So let's just say there's a handshake and the left states go one way, the right state, don't worry about geography and all that stuff. Okay. So if you had this relative of yours move to red Texas now, what do we do about property? I mean, do you just say, sucks for you? I guess you're a renter now. Do you compensate them? You're going to have people in red states that are going to move to blue states. Do you find somebody to exchange with? That's, I think, the big hang up here is, what do you do about property on ownership? And okay, let me for just a moment, pause on this second. I read, Bono's book, Keep Your Mouth Closed. I read Bono's book, and he talked about how when they went to record Achtung Baby in Berlin, and the first night that they landed there was the night that the Berlin Wall fell. And they had arrangements set up. Obviously, it wasn't Airbnb, but it was something like that. And he talks about how he was renting this room or this house, and he went to sleep. And then the next morning, like practically before the sun came up, there was this banging on the door. And it was this family that had lived there before the communists took over, because where they were living for this studio recording, I guess, was East Berlin. Anyway, and they're like, this was our house, 25 years ago. Get out. And the guy was yelling at him and stuff. And Bono was like, bro, whatever, go, you're fine. So how do you worry about, how do you settle that issue if we, in a dream scenario, if you will, no shots fired, just a handshake? How do you tell people that are good people, conservatives living in blue states that are like, all right, you're either going to live here under this radical regime in blue new America, or you can go to right-thinking red America, but you're not going to have any property rights. How do you settle that? How do you fix that?
I don't think there's going to be any property rights, number one. But also, number two, look at the squatter situation that we have now. I think humanity is done. You know, if that were to happen, it's like everyone for themselves, and you just have to figure it out, and it's going to be a disaster. And
that's when the shots might be fired. You might get a handshake. I mean, I don't think it's going to be that clean, but even if you got a handshake, when you try to figure out who's going to live where, that's when the bullets start flying.
Oh, for sure. And or you just end up living like, it's almost like, okay, cool, I'll just stay here with you, you know, and you end up just like doubling up or tripling up, and then you're like on top of each other in a 2-bedroom home, and you know, you're living with 16 other families. But either way, it's tragedy.
Do you think that our kids, when they're our age, I'm sorry, I'm so much older than you, when
Thank you, make that a record. Thank you.
30 years from now, are our
they're going to admit to being 30 years older. Sorry.
How I don't ask a lady how old she is.
Pretty close.
Okay, so when kids are in their 40s, 50s, what's their life going to be like in America? Is it going to be as good or better than our quality of life?
I think it was the documentary Terminator, Terminator 3 perhaps, where all life was just completely eviscerated and there was like 2 people standing. I think that's where it'll be. Something like that.
You want story A or you want story B?
B.
Oh.
Because I'd be looking for it.
Oh, gosh. Okay, 16. I haven't even looked at this, by the way, so this could be a disaster. 16 Secrets.
Oh, like a true producer.
16 Secrets. Buc-ee's employees really want you to know? Really want you to... I misread that headline originally. I thought this was going to be...
This is so, like, Texas-centered. No one else is really going to be...
No, I did some research. Alabama, Florida, Georgia, Kentucky, Missouri, South Carolina, Tennessee, Colorado, Texas. So is it to Texas?
Twice, but there's also 50 states, and you named like 8, so it's not really winning. But go ahead.
You're right. It's kind of Texas-centric. HEB.
Oh, did I just hear you're right? Hold on, people. Did you just hear that? Did you just hear you're right out of Keith's mouth? Can we make a note here? Can we like screenshot this for future? History needs it.
Have you been to HEB? I've heard a lot of stuff about it, but I've never been. Where's somebody do my job for me? Google the states that HEB is in. Have you been to an HEB?
I haven't been to a HEB, but I do know they opened one right by me, and I've heard it's been amazing. I know Chris Cruz was talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
He just went the other day, but it's, you know, it's like the first time you go into a Whole Foods, I feel like you get overwhelmed by like, oh, look how pretty this is. But I still want to know what the 16 best things in
no, you don't.
Buc-ee's is.
No, that doesn't sound like you really care.
Yes, I do.
Hey, you're from the Northeast.
I do. I live in Texas. So I would like to know.
So
Buc-ee's has the best bathroom.
Can I just say that, yeah, that's true. Can I just say that living in the South, other than Nebraska for 4 years, 5, 6, 7 years. Anyway, other than that, like the Northeast was a culture shock for me. And the one thing that I loved about it up there was Wegmans, the grocery store. Is that kind of what HEB is like?
Wegmans.
You what? You abhor?
I adore. Like
Wegmans.
I love.
Explain
Wegmans.
what Wegmans is.
Most of my life up there.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know. I wouldn't even know how to explain it. It's like a moderately priced Whole Foods that just makes sense and has a delicious bakery section.
Right. So what people may not realize is that when my family moved from New Jersey to Texas, there was a few months there where I rented. I was, oh my gosh, you were my landlord. I guess I've never thought of
Yeah,
it
I
like
know.
that.
We don't have to talk about that.
So I was a tenant of yours, and so I did not have but whatever would fit in a car. That was my furniture and had a microwave and stuff. But I lived at Wegmans. They have such great
Yeah.
food at their little, I don't even know what you call it, like
Right.
the food service area or whatever. Anyway, such
It's
great food.
interesting. It's kind of like, have you been to Market Street down here?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess kind of. Yeah,
You
you
don't
know
like
what?
it?
Yeah, I went in there one time and I was a little overwhelmed and I left because I think the line was too long. That's what it was. That's what it was. I went in there for one thing. I was tasked with getting one thing. And then when I went up front to pay for this one thing, I saw the line and I said, screw this. And I was gone.
I think HEB would kind of be similar. Oh, you know what it is? Oh my gosh, what is it called? There's two of them. You've been to one. We've talked about this before. Oh gosh. The food store that has like the best soup ever. And there's one in South Lake. You know what I'm talking about.
Bread Zeppelin?
Oh
Panera?
gosh, it's a food store.
No, it's a store.
Anyway, until I can think of it. Yeah, I believe HEB would be the same as a Market Street, like very just overwhelming, but also
oh boy,
good selection and stuff like that.
Okay. Well, you want to hear about Buc-ee's? Now that you made me realize that you're right, it's too Texas centric. Now it's like I don't even want to.
Guys, again, I just want the record to show. That's right.
Okay, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. There's the Buc-ee's logo. Someone shared the file with you. Thank you. Skip that. Okay, Rob Borowski is who shared that file with me. Okay, so let's just take a look here. Free samples. I should have looked at this list. I think this is gonna suck. There's free samples. Woo! These are tips that Buc-ee's employees want you to know about. They don't sell Pepsi products. Oh, I don't think I noticed that. That is a wall. Okay, the only thing more impressive than the wall of soda fountains there is the wall of beef jerky.
Oh, agreed. And nuts. I feel like there's a whole wall of nuts.
I didn't notice.
No, this is all pictures of your family.
What's that? Oh, wow. What is the deal? Workers train extensively to master the brisket techniques. Oh, wow. Look at that. So you have to like get like a special something. Hope that helped.
Something.
Be prepared for spontaneous customer photo shoots. What? Some high schooler stopped in for a prom photo. Oh, prom. Oh, that'd be funny. Stand next to like the pickup truck they have in the middle there. Buc-ee's hires employees that just all their job is to clean the bathrooms.
Well, they have to. They're amazing bathrooms.
Yeah.
There's somebody cleaning like while you pee. Nuts.
Do they flush for you? Are there more?
They might as well wipe you too at that point.
Okay. Are there more toilets or more gas pumps? Somebody needs to research.
More beef jerky.
Or more nuts. It's like your family's right there. Let's see.
Wow, that's the worst joke ever. You should not make jokes like that.
Oh, that's what. Well, I just repeated yours back to you. Listen to this.
That was terrible. You're better than that.
66,335 square feet is the no, Sevierville, Tennessee. 74,000 square feet. That's the biggest Buc-ee's. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness.
That's ridiculous.
So for years, the new Braunfels, Texas Buc-ee's was 66,000 square feet. So that was the biggest. But now it's dwarfed by the Sevierville, 74,000. Let's see. It's obvious who first-time visitors are. Yeah, that's true. They hire a lot of them. 250 employees at one location. Good grief. That's just, folks, this is a gas station. It's a freaking gas station, and it hires 250 people. That is incredible. Wow, you can make good.
So you got to be all part-time, right?
Listen to this. Managers at Buc-ee's are paid over $70,000 a year. At corporate, you can make over $200,000 a year. Wow. The selection of foods is, oh my gosh, I'm not buying a jar of pickled quail eggs at Buc-ee's. I'm not gonna do that.
Why?
Well, I wouldn't buy.
Why are you too good for that?
I don't want quail eggs, period. But I certainly don't want. I can't lose sight of the fact it's a gas station. Okay.
I give you that. Would you buy their spinning churros?
Maybe. I'm not a big churro fan. They're just too sweet or something. You know, it's like too. There's something about that kind of greasy baked good.
Pastry?
Yeah, it's just like, you know what did it for me?
Because I've never seen you eat a donut.
I don't need this. I don't need this. Okay, that's a dumb one. Oh, beaver nuggets. Oh, those are good. Those are really good. Beverage selection is impressive. We've already covered that at the other thing. Coffee lovers paradise. Oh, really? I've never gotten a coffees at Buc-ee's. I'm never there in the morning. I'm at work. So, oh yeah, the merchandise is really cool. I like, the Buc-ee's logo and stuff. Being watched. Okay, listen to this. You're being watched a lot. You ready for this? Step inside a Buc-ee's. In Houston, okay, the Houston store, for example, has more than 200 cameras in it. Wow.
Jeez.
Yeah.
How many are in the bathroom?
Hold on. Wait. No, I don't. Better not be any. So
Shoot.
whenever I am at Walmart and I don't know, I just think, how many cameras are on me? How many cameras are on me right now?
And how do you still steal at that point? Like, how is that still a thing?
Right. Okay. Oh, I got something. I'm glad you brought that up. But the Walmart thing, I often think, how many cameras are on me? Because I can't think of a good example. I can't think of a good example right now. But it's like, I'll do something that looks, ridiculous. Like, why did he put that in the car? Like, okay, when I go to self-checkout, right? All right, ladies and gentlemen, I may or may not be known to enjoy the Basic 4 cereal. So what I might do...
Well, you just outed yourself. I was going to out you for it.
Oh, they know. Everybody knows. I tweet about it. They know. So what will happen is I will go up to the self-checkout, right? And I'll bag them. I'll just bag them like 8 at a time. And then I'll go through and I'll just take the last one and just go bleep, bleep, bleep. And I'm thinking, what must this look like? Dude just bagged 7 of them before he scanned any. I don't know why I do it like that. I just do. No one's ever said anything. Maybe one time the camera thought something funny was going on. But I'm thinking, how many people are in the back of a Walmart? Does anybody work at Walmart? Can you guys tell me how many people are back there, just back there eating pork rinds, drinking vodka, and being like, I don't like the cut of that guy's jib. Have security talk to him.
No one says that.
Okay.
But I do love Tamara. We know Keith's favorite cereal. Yeah. Well, how many of y'all have ever had it to eat? It's like eating cardboard.
Oh, right.
It is not good.
Wait, what did I just put on the screen?
Everyone knew.
Yeah.
So everyone knew.
Yeah. So you brought up something there. Yes. So I was at Costco the other day. And
oh Lord, that's not a place for you. A hoarder?
What?
And Basic 4 at the ready?
What is this? I'm a hoarder stuff.
And look behind you? I don't know.
I mean, I'm not arguing. I asked, what was this? I'm a hoarder stuff. That's all. So so I gotta tell you this. I thought I was really helping them out. I turned everything in my cart barcode face out. Right? I thought, oh, this is perfect. They're gonna whip this. The guy's gonna love me. Beep, 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 beep. Next thing I know.
Hold on. Time out.
What?
Did you just change your name to Toby McAvoy?
What?
Because there ain't no one on this chat that's liking Basic 4.
What are you talking about?
No.
Toby's been a guest on this show, Sarah.
Okay.
He's totally real. Huh?
Real guest.
He's totally real.
This is like payola right here. I am just disgusted in you, Keith.
May I finish my thought?
Paying people to like your stuff.
May I finish what I was saying about Costco?
Your thought was probably dumb, but sure.
Probably. But anyway, they started putting all the stuff on the checkout belt, you know? And I said,
Yeah.
oh, I had all the barcodes turned out. What? And she goes, yeah, we got to put them all out here. We got to put them all here. And he's loading them on there. And I said, why do you have to put them all on the conveyor belt now? Because, and this is her answer, because we just had the worst inventory of our existence here. And they've been there for like 6-7 years.
Oh, no.
And I said, oh, okay, cool. So somehow people are stealing at Costco, just so you know. I don't know.
That's bizarre. Like, how? Like, how?
Right.
Hey, I'm just going to sneak this 15
Well-
pack of toilet paper in my back pocket.
So yeah, there's not an exact science. When you leave Costco and they're looking at your receipt and they're just like 9 or 10, 12, whatever, and then you're on your way. They're not really
But
counting.
so at the same time, I kind of like, okay, good for you. You figured out the system. Like if I could steal a 15 pack of toilet paper, like just like, yep, no big deal. If I had the guts to do that and I got away with it, I don't know.
Wait, if you had the guts to do that, you mean if it wasn't wrong? Isn't that what you meant to say?
Oh no, I do wrong things all the time.
Oh,
I'm saying if I could get away with it. What? I'm just being honest.
I mean, that's what
that was a trust tree live stream.
that's Nana's saying there. It's not illegal if you don't get caught.
Well, Nana is my hero, but that's beside the point.
Okay, so
I just think if you can find a workaround to fit that much stuff and steal it in any way possible, I don't know, you should get some sort of award, if not the actual items that you took. That's like drug lords or, what are they called? Like drug donkeys?
mules.
What is it called?
Mules.
Yeah.
You want to hear
Drug
something?
donkeys. Like if you can get away with it and you bring that much fentanyl into the country, like
It's a mule.
go be a donkey, right?
It's not a dog.
Sure.
It's a mule. Okay, so I want
Whatever
you to.
fur you choose. Whatever.
So here's the story that you didn't pick. We're gonna still read this, okay? I want to know that anybody in the chat thinks they get enough sleep every night, like consistently. Do you get enough sleep? Here's the headline. Only 26% of Americans say they get at least 8 hours of sleep. 26. That number seems high. Like maybe my perception is warped because I get up so early. I don't even make it to my alarm 3 o'clock. Although the other morning the other morning I made it to the very end, and that was a rough morning. So, but I rarely even make it to my 3 a.m. alarm. But and some nights when I'm really exhausted, I will just set that alarm for the furthest out possible. And I made it to that. So anyway, my point is 26% of Americans are getting 8 hours of sleep. Who are these people? How many hours of sleep a night do you get on average, Sarah?
I get like 8 hours.
What? You get like
A week.
8 hours a week? Seriously. Anybody in the chat? Like, okay, here's what I want. Here's what I want to see in the chat. And then this will be our last story here. Because I'm seriously interested in this. I want to know how many hours of sleep you get on average, you think? And how many hours do you wish you got? And don't say 8. Like, do you need? In other words, I used to need, this is stupid. This is college days. This is before I realized I could power through. I used to think I need 9 hours or I'm not going to make it. Now I realize that number can be substantially lower. But I just wonder, like, what do you get and what do you think you need? Because you don't. Calvin Coolidge slept. So one thing I can't stand about that guy. 11 hours of sleep a night. Now, granted, he wasn't trying to ruin the country. So he didn't need to be up at all hours plotting ways.
Time out.
What?
Time out. Can we look at Miss Anderson over here?
What?
Like, go F yourself.
Oh,
Like,
no.
why are you
Okay, all
doing
right,
that?
stop.
That is just, like, not nice.
You meant that lovingly, right? Tamara B. 78.
Very lovingly. I'm jealous.
Yeah, me too.
Teach me your ways, Joan.
What in the world? I can't identify with this. Let's see. Hold on. No. Oh, yeah. Okay. That's fair.
Oh my. Okay. Well, that's
mhm.
fair. 7 hours. I need 7 hours too. I don't.
Yeah, I need.
Geez, 5 to 6 on my sabbatical. Well, what else are you doing on a sabbatical?
Yeah. Okay. That's cool.
Joan, you might want to get that looked at.
Joan is sleeping her life away. She gets 9 hours of sleep
anymore,
and
Where
a
did you go?
2-hour nap. Oh my goodness. What else we got here? Yeah. Oh gosh. Sarah's gonna hang up.
I can't hear you.
What happened? I don't know. I'm
Can you
here.
hear me?
Yeah, you sound fine. Everybody can hear you. Anyway, I was gonna cut it off here anyway. So let me. Sorry, I'll take her off the screen. Man, y'all get a lot of sleep. Congratulations. I am. Oh, see, Jones. You still there, Sarah? Bye, Sarah. Thank you for joining us. Bye. All right. Okay. I she's waving. Bye. Okay. All right. Yeah, I was gonna wrap it up here anyway. So next week it'll be Chris, Jeffy, and hopefully Pat will join us. And by the way, with Sarah hanging up, that opens up a line for you. Don't forget, we got a phone number now if you want to call in. Gail already pioneered that. It's 208. Where did it go? There it is. 208-563-1802. That number again is 208-563-1802. If nobody wants to call and chat, that's cool. We'll wrap this up here. Otherwise, we will see you a week from now. Don't forget, I'm still trying to figure out, for lack of a better word, a conspiracy type show. What day of the week would be good? What time would be good? And what topics do you want to talk about? And so we're going to figure all that out. Don't forget to subscribe. Please click the bell as well when you subscribe, and share with your friends. YouTube.com/@the-mic-with-Keith. YouTube.com/@the-mic-with-Keith. And also on Twitter, of course, @Keith Malinak. So let's see. Where's that? Here we go. I don't have a... Hang on. So professional. There it is, right there. I want to thank y'all for making time and for participating. And let's see. Wait, hold on a second. Hold on. Sue, there are phone lines open for Keith's show. You can occupy it right now if you would like. 208-563-1802. That's all I got. So anyway, y'all have a great weekend. And enjoy yourselves. We'll see you back here next week. Be sure to send me any ideas you have. You can message me on Twitter. I do my best to try to keep up with those. And oh yes, thank you, Joan. Before you go take a nap, Joan, hit the thumbs up on the way out. Make sure people see this. I appreciate y'all so much. Have a great weekend. We'll see you soon.